it was a long night, so I was hey, there's a lot going on. I had a little dinner last night after the game and stayed out there. So it was fun.
Let me refresh the opening, Steve. So there was a point yesterday that I was going to invoke an act of God to prevent having to come in here and talk about Louisville basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And then they fall back.
They did. They did.
And now I can sit in here and I can at least on a rational level talk about the game.
Oh, man. I know. Because here's the problem. In the first half, just kind of jumping right in.
And the phone lines are open, obviously. 8150-939 is the number. 3831-939 is the text line. I'm listening, Steve.
Yeah, in the first half, I was like, okay, this is a regression. And that's what I didn't want to see.
Right.
I want to see him get better each game, man. You know what I mean? Like,
let me ask you this, because I want to, we always like to do the chronological thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you say regression, I also want you to throw in the caveat that you were impressed with them physically in the warm-ups.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
App State?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. They looked the part, it was like, hey, some big guys, strong guys, got some good size. It just throw that disclaimer, but still, it didn't matter. It doesn't matter who our opponent is.
No.
When we got our, when we have our athletes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know what you're saying. Okay, keep going.
Because I do like, I mean, I have one of the tallest teams in the country.
Yeah.
There's not many teams going to come in here and just impress me size-wise over them. But, man, the first half, I was like, this is horrible.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time that I feel like they've really taken a step backwards. And I don't totally erase that first half because you did still take a massive step backwards in the first half, and that's why you're 0-3.
Right.
Because you showed in the second half that, they're not, App State's, you still have a lot better players than App State.
Right.
Once defensively, you can, you know what I'm saying? And that's what this team's going to have to do.
Thank you for the coffee, Steve.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. That's what this team's going to have to do is play that way on the defensive end of the ball because their offense sucks. It just sucks. They just swing the ball around the key.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they think that that's offense.
Yeah. Like
it's like, okay, if we pass the ball really fast, then that is good offense.
We were saying the same thing with Mac. We were like, they're just passing the ball around the outside.
Oh man, but they are. And they're not moving anywhere. And I mean, that first half, it was like, is anybody you want to do anything towards the rim?
Do you want?
And Ellis, God bless his soul, I love him. And but man, he'll get to the basket, he'll get underneath the basket, and he will jump straight up in the air. And it's like, okay, better hope to find somebody. And about 40% of the time, you find somebody. I'm sorry. I was going to say about 40% of the time you don't find somebody, and you just throw it away.
Do we need to take a phone call?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Gosh.
Let's go straight to it then. Who do we got up first, Nikki?
Damien,
fire away, my man.
Thanks for taking my call. I'm sorry I'm going to say this. This is disgusting. This is completely disgusting what we're seeing on the court. And, a lot of a smart fan base figured out back in football years ago, 3 games in on the coach, that he wasn't the right fit. And Marcus, respect you. I'm sorry, but this is not a good fit with him. The man needs to go. Thanks for taking my call.
Damien, I appreciate the call.
I'm moving to Florida,
man. Nikki hadn't even said Nikki V in the booth before he was calling. Oh, we got up next. Albert C. Fire away, my man.
Hey guys, listen, I just want to say one thing. All the negativity going around. Listen, if this team was 3-0 by a total of 3 points right now, same people would be complaining.
We would
So
have got
let's
that
just give
exact
it up.
call.
You know what I'm saying?
Albert, look, 100%.
All right, y'all. Have a good day. Love you guys.
Appreciate the call. You know, Steve.
Guys, I mean, listen, I can't do this. Like, it's okay to be pissed off.
Yes.
It's okay to be pissed off that you're 0-3. And quite honestly, you're 0-3 in 3 games. You look down the stretch, and this is I've always thought this was a smart fan base.
Right.
So we can watch a game and say, I'd have fouled a little earlier there.
Mm-hmm.
I probably would have fouled on that. I'd have done this.
You can do that all day long.
Yeah,
yes.
I would have done all this. But we cannot start taking fire the man 3 games into the tenure. Like, we can't do that. Like, because I totally disagree. There's like a tagline around Twitter right now. And it's a group of people that are using it. And it's like, it's okay to criticize Kenny Payne and still like the team. Well, no crap. Like, nobody's saying that. That's like, I can't remember who said it last night, but somebody tweeted something like that. And I saw on Twitter, they were like, okay, Bob. Oh, it was Bob. It was Bob Palmano. Bob's like, he replied to somebody and was like, I think it was Rashawn, actually. He replied back to him and he said, who in God's name are the people out there that's saying this is okay? Like, okay,
right.
Like everybody's implying that like people are saying like they expected this or whatever. Like, nobody did. Nobody expected to be 0-3. Nobody's
expected to be
okay
0-3.
being 0-3. Okay? Kenny Payne is not above criticism right now. No one is saying that. I mean, listen, Cards fan 3642 may be getting on your Twitter and saying, you can't criticize him, you're a hater. Okay, it might be. Nobody's saying that. They deserve criticism. They're 0-3 in 1-point games. And at Louisville, if you're 0-3 in 1-point games, I expect those to be wins.
Yeah.
If it was a 1-point game, I expect every one to be wins. But it's like, sweet Jesus, if we're going to start doing just, look, 3 games in, Josh Hurd, you got to make a call. Who in the hell are you going to call and hire if this fan base wants a coach fired after 3 games? You imagine calling, who do you want? Because I do think that there's a false expectation of who we could have gotten that's out there.
That's just a lie. Yeah, those are just a bunch
I think there are people that call, and I'm sorry, but I think there are people that call in that literally think that Josh Hurd was looking at Musselman, Oates, Bruce Pearl, and was like, oh, y'all all 3 are begging to come here? Okay, Kenny Payne.
Don't forget Baylor.
Yeah, and Scott Drew. There are people that think Scott Drew is about to come to Louisville.
National championship, Scott Drew.
Because why? And I mean, and Bob was right. Please, I'm not saying this the wrong way, but why? Because Bob said, and he just said what he heard. I mean, somebody told me that he might be willing to listen to Louisville. What, am I right, Nick? Was it something like that?
Yeah.
No,
And Bob's connected, and Bob's really well connected,
Listen,
so I believe that.
And my answer, my response was that wasn't that Bob? It was, well, of course.
Well, somebody said that about Bruce Pearl, Marcus,
and
Bruce Pearl got a freaking extension 2 days later.
Everybody gets
Got
paid.
that bag.
The moment you say, hey, I'll be willing to listen to Louisville.
There's a reason Duke hired Shire. There's a reason UNC hired Hubert Davis. There's a reason Michigan hired Juwan Howard. If you think you're firing Kenny Payne after 3 games, I think some of you would shudder at the list of candidates you would be picking from.
And promo.
Yeah, like I can't keep doing like bro, it's okay to be pissed. Be pissed. I'm aggravated. I mean, okay, don't take my I'm a little more bigger picture.
Mm-hmm.
That's why maybe I'm not as God, you gotta, but I'm okay if you are pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, 0-3, 1-point games, we should have won all 3 of them. Okay, I feel you. But I don't understand it. And do you think it helps the cause? That you got people calling in. Fire the man after. Can you imagine Eric Musselman being like, oh, they're running that coach out of town after 3 games? Well, let me leave Arkansas.
Sign me up.
Let me leave Arkansas.
I can't.
And listen, and for anybody saying that we brought up candidates, listen, it scared me to death when I actually, because I got on this show and I said, oh, Bruce Pearl would crawl to Louisville. I'm you. I was you. I was you listening. I was like, dude, Louisville go out and get whoever they want. Until I talked to somebody up at the office. So I talked to somebody that was doing the freaking job. And you're like, this is bad. This is not a good candidate list. I mean, like, it's not good, okay? And I don't like it no more than you do. I love to live in the world where people are kicking Louisville's door down, all right? But when you did Rick Pitino the way you did him, you lost his whole tree, okay? So stop talking Mick Cronin, stop talking Billy Donovan, stop talking Kevin Willard, stop talking guys like that. You lost all them when you marched my freaking coach out. So you know what? If you were okay with them marching Rick Pitino out, stick your phone where the sun don't shine and don't call in here and talk to me. Because we had a Hall of Famer and people cheered when they marched him down the steps of Grawemeyer Hall and fired him. And now you're like, I don't like the position we're in. Well, deal with it. Get to the game and cheer them on and watch them lose. Yeah, like, golly. You're going to call in. Well, we should fire him. How many games have been? 3? Maybe y'all need to, you know what I'm saying? Maybe y'all need to lose some games. Because if you watch that game and you didn't think that these dudes played better down the stretch, okay? LL's putting his team on his back sometimes, man. Brandon Huntley-Hatfield got better as the game went on, okay? They're learning how to play in a new system. For the love of God, cheer the team on. Get behind the team. Be pissed off that they're losing. The players are pissed off, okay? Did you see the reaction from our team? Did you see the reaction from our team when they hit that shot? You don't think they want to win? And conversely, did you see the reaction of the team when they called the shot off? And if you're going to sit here, pick up that phone, oh, stumps, man, you're fired. Then go find another team. Like, I'm tired of this, man. It's getting ridiculous. It's literally, it's getting ridiculous. We have jackasses on Twitter tagging recruits. Recruits. Okay? Stop. Like, just stop. Don't call in here wanting to fire the coach after 3 games. And not one person is going to call in today and is going to give L. Ellis any prop. They're not going to give Brandon Huntley-Hatfield any props. If you want to be upset with Sydney, be upset with Sydney. Okay? Sydney's probably upset with himself. And he should be. And I believe he'll get better. Okay? Nobody's going to call in and give any of these guys props today. Hopefully they will now. It's going to be complete 2 hours of calls, of people upset, people just fire this, we don't do this. Like, we got to get better than this, man. Like, we have to. Or I can't do this all year. Like, you know. And yes, recruit some players. I'm with you. Pay them. I don't care. Call Junior Bridgman. Call anybody. Pay the players. I'm fine with that. I need some recruits. But I'm also not going to quit on the team 3 games into the season. And if that bothers you, go listen to Dan Issel.
To be fair, we were under FBI investigation, as you were saying. Pay the players. I don't care where. Go get Bruce Pearl so he can pay the players. Let's go to Nike so we can buy the players. Who we got up first?
Hall.
Yes, sir.
Fire away.
Yes, sir. Man, I'm opposite of all those fools. Here's the thing. What we don't have is Matt Cross or somebody who's a little more knowledgeable about the game. We're giving effort. We don't have the talent. And here's the problem. You're playing Bellarmine, who is going to run seasoned, educated basketball on you and beat you. It makes you look bad. Then you lose confidence. Then you lose to another seasoned, a team that you should beat, but you don't have those players in place. And I'm sure the last thing on my mind is a timeout here or there when I'm watching kids who don't have the ability to learn how to play together. If I'm asking Withers to be the floor general, or we just don't have that guy. And that guy is like an Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, even as a freshman, was the leader. Everybody huddled around him. He told them what to do. He would get 20 points or 20 rebounds, whatever he needed to do. But he would assess on the floor what needed to be done. You can't coach that. We don't have that. So we're going to get beat by these teams that know how to run you. I mean, Bellarmine was running 3 down the lane, and I was like, oh, my God, these kids look so lost. I'm not laughing, but I'm laughing because I think they'll get better. We'll do better against ACC teams that aren't running game on you like that. It'll just be dog against dog. But the problem is now you're playing teams, that's how they win, is to run 3 screens, 4. And then if you go back and watch the Bellarmine game, on defense, they're waving their arms in our faces on defense real frantically, but are fully planted. They are basically making the offensive player feel like, he has to panic and make a move quickly. These are seasoned kids. These are guys who know what they're doing. If you go back and watch that, you're going to be like, holy geez, they are doing that. That's a psychological advantage. You're running your offense at a perfect speed for you. It's not even that fast, but they're running it and running it and running it until finally they get an open shot and they get it. Then they go back on defense and wave their hands in your face real quick, but they're planted. They're in the right position. And they're making the offensive player feel like he needs to rush. This is genius. You're playing against seasoned seniors who, even though they're on lesser teams, have technique and know all the games. So my point is, yes, we've lost these games. Yes, we don't have a floor general. But what does that have to do with Kenny Payne being brought in and trying to polish a turd? We just don't have the horses. You know what I mean? I know maybe he should have been able to pick somebody in place, but you've got Danny Manning. You've got Nolan Smith. This is not an educated staff. They just don't have the players. They don't have a Matt Cross, which I harped on him a lot. He just needed a confidence hit for 3. But you need a guy like that, and it doesn't have to be Caucasian. I'm just saying somebody who's your floor general. You need someone who is taking what the coaches want and implementing it on the floor. And if you think it's Withers, it's never going to be Withers. He's just not that dude. And we just don't have that guy. I can't even look down the whole roster and see one guy I would be like, okay, I'll put my hopes and dreams in this guy's hands because he seems like he knows what he's talking about. We don't have that guy on the roster. We got a bunch of doe-eyed kids. All right, guys, love the cards. I love the passion. I do. I love it. I love it. He's going off on the fan base. You're never going to fix a bunch of retards that tune in every now and again, see the score, aren't really that passionate. And the first thing they do is, we lost to Bellarmine, fire the coach. So, go Cards. I love listening to you guys. Later, bro.
Appreciate the call.
He might have said a word in there we don't agree with. Okay.
You can't say that.
I agree with this. Yeah, I agree with this sentiment.
You want me to drop that?
It's probably too late.
I got like 19 seconds.
I'd
now.
rather not be on the podcast. But I do understand his sentiment. I don't want to.
James,
fire away, my man.
Morning, guys.
Morning.
Now listen, I don't want to start an argument, okay? But you're not going to tell me that I have to go find another team because this team's not performing. Okay, it's not right.
Nobody said that.
Yes, you did. You told me to go find another team to go
because the team's not performing, James. Shut up. Hang up on this.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I know. See you. Yeah, I know. It's my show. See you. No, nobody said that. Nobody said you can. Literally, not one person said go find another team because you're not happy with this team not performing. I said 700 times, I understand why you're pissed off. I do. I understand it. And you have every right to be pissed off. Okay? Nobody said go find another team because the team's not performing.
Steve, thanks for joining us on 99. Fire away.
How's it doing, boys?
Good. What's going on, man?
All right, I got a couple of things real quick, and I'm excuse me because I'm still cleaning up coffee after Steve's ran a couple minutes ago. When he got to the Dan Issel comment, coffee went everywhere. So anyway, that was funny. Couple things real quick. I always try to find the positives in every game, regardless of the score, and it's been tough. But I did come up with one. And that was that we did hold App State to 81 points less than their first opponent did, because they won their first game 142 to 74 or something.
Progress.
Yeah. And the other thing is this team is only going to get better if Sydney starts to play like Sydney finished up last year. And since you don't have a whole lot to lose anyway, I would maybe the first 5 minutes of every game concentrate on just pounding the ball into him and make him work his butt off, get him going. Because I think once he starts to get in the flow and starts to score, he'll be the old Sydney again. And the last thing is, of course, you got all the people that are all over Kenny Payne. You got to remember, Kenny Payne's been a coach for a long time, but he's never been a head coach, which means he's in charge of the game day activity on the floor. Give him time. He's got to learn how to be a game coach just the same as anybody else does. And regardless of how long you've been an assistant, it's a totally different thing when you're in charge during the game. And I think if we give him a little bit of time, he knows enough about basketball and he develops players to the point, and we know he can recruit. He's going to build this program back up to where it used to be. Give him time. He's got a team that he inherited, good players on it. Might take him halfway through the year, but I think they'll eventually start to get it. That's all I got, boys.
Appreciate the call. Who do we got up next, Nikki?
Cool Guy Don.
Cool Guy Don. Fire away.
Hey, what's up, fellas, man? I had to call in just to let everybody know this is the time that you really show your true colors as a fan. Anybody can ride with a team when they win the Super Bowl every year. It takes a real fan like Steve to stick with the Cowboys after 30 years of putting up with this crap. And that's the same way this stuff goes with Louisville. What do we think a cloud is about? It's about storms. It's about hurricanes. It's about rain. That's why we see the name Louisville and we think blue blood. Well, guess what? Indiana probably thinks the same about that school. But Butler and the state of Indiana is going to look at them and say, hey, the last 10 years, we got more tournament wins. We got more tournament victories. We think we're up there with Indiana now. Well, every team that we're playing is probably thinking the same thing about Louisville. Louisville has the history, 10 years or better ago. But lately, since the cloud, I think we might be there with them. After the first half, they believe in themselves. That's why we brought Kenny Payne in. You can't bring the patchwork in, win these 3 games, and then go 0-9 when you play North Carolina, Duke, Virginia, Florida State, and Kentucky. You're going to have to take some early losses, get some late confidence, and this might not be the year, but the culture can start being built this year. That's why you got Kenny. Nobody was going to come in here and go 30-0 this year. Nobody was probably even going to the tournament. Stick with this guy. His first press conference, he wanted us to be there with him and said it's going to be a long ride. Well, 3 games in, the bus is almost empty. Let's lock the doors. Everybody who jumped off, keep your ass where you're at.
Cool Guy Don. I appreciate the call.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we'll take that.
Who we going to take up next?
Terry,
fire away.
Steve, I had enough. I appreciate everything. I've been wanting you or Marcus to go off on these part-time fans for a while now. Everything is you and Marcus' fault because the people on the 10 o'clock show is the one who is pushing all of this. Let me tell you something. these same people that keeps calling part-time fans, they're not real true fans. Because back in the day, let me see if I remember correctly, I was in my teens. When we were at Freedom Hall in the old Cardinal station, you didn't have all this Twitter crap, okay? And then most of the people that are probably calling in are the ones that never bought tickets or never played or maybe played in high school and maybe got some personal issues going on. And then third, if they have not seen any improvement from day one, and the tournament really hasn't started. We haven't even started the ACC. We just got into the basketball. We're still in football. They don't need same people call in, complain about Kenny, is complaining about the football. Now, I've got two questions for Steve. I want to hear him respond to this. Are those same fans that complain about the basketball and the football going to show up for the seniors Saturday at the game? 3:30? It's going to be cold. So what they're going to complain about, the sun wasn't hot enough? And then I think the football team is doing better. I think they're doing better. But I'm not going to put pressure on them because those same part-time fans was probably never there back in the old days when Marcus first came to U of L. I remember that campus well.
Oof.
It was not the campus that Tom Jurek made. And then those same people that was saying, yeah, Rick got to go, and was escorting him down with the new Kentucky board that the Republican governor put in. Now they want to cry for Rick. I heard it all last night on the news. On the radio show. I'm so sick of this fan base. They call their fans. They not putting out no more than the other people that are contributing to the tickets because, you know, when you're a real ticket holder, you give a donation for those.
I clipped myself doing that. Actually kind of hurt.
Okay. So many years people sat next to me where they came in, the seat was empty until they gave them good deals. To me, those not real fans. Those are the ones that call in and complain. Or those that sit at home with 3 TVs in front of them, and one of them is Marcus' friend. I'm not going to mention his name because he calls all the time on his night show and every other show that comes on Monday through Sunday to complain, even about Jeff Walls and the volleyball team. Since when does he even play girl basketball or girl sports? I mean, I don't know. Sounds like a personal problem with him. I hate listening to him. Most of the people that travel with us on buses to these games and stuff, a lot of people spend money to travel with the team.
Right.
Are they even doing any of that? You know, if I could afford it, I wanted to go to Maui or the Bahamas with the girls. I just couldn't afford it right now. So, you know, I'm tired of people attacking Marcus and the 10 o'clock show. I'm tired of hearing these part-time fans talking about how Milt Wagner's grandson is a traitor. Let me tell you something. How many of those people saying that he's a traitor on Nikki outfit? I don't care if it's a headband. You know,
right.
Please, Steve, keep fighting. Keep fighting.
You got
Marcus,
it. We're on
I know
it.
you're trying to keep a low word, a low key. You got to fight back, baby. You got to fight back. That's all.
Appreciate the call,
Well,
Terry.
and let me be clear. Like the fan base in general is not who we need to be. It's not like the point is not a vast majority of fans. You know, it's like it's when you call in, it's when I get a call at 10:05. It's like, Josh, heard you on the clock. You got to fire this guy. It's 3 games. That's why I said, hey, man, if you want to fire a coach after 3 games into the season,
never get a coach.
Then go along. Find somebody else. Do whatever you want. You can be pissed off. Nobody's telling you to find another fan base for being upset with how they're playing.
Yeah, that's pure extremism.
Yeah, like I get it. I'd be pissed off with who they're playing too, or how they're playing too. I am. But I mean, to call a show, I said 5 minutes into the show, and say like the fans are fine. Listen, Louisville fans have been through everything. I mean, the past 7 years, especially on the basketball side, we've been through a lot. All right. So I'm not going to attack how someone necessarily fans.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, if you call into our show and you say, I'm not here to argue, but you can't tell me that for this, and then don't even say the right thing, then you're not trying to argue. Like, you're not trying to have a conversation. That's not a conversation. Yeah. Like, but I mean, come on, man. 3 games in, like, just go fire him. Well, okay. Who you gonna hire?
Who we got up next?
Sorry, resetting. Johnny,
fire away.
Hey, fellas, I'm not here for the fan-on-fan violence. I just wanted to call in and talk a little bit about, Marcus, what you said, extremism. I mean, I think the Kenny Payne, the pressure's been put on him from both sides in the sense that one side is, Kenny Payne's coming home. It's going to be great. No matter, he's going to get all these guys, and we're, the clouds have parted. And on the other side, it's he's never been a coach, and he's going to fail. And
right.
And I mean, everybody's got to take a breath, man, and be a little more realistic about everything. I mean, Kenny Payne's not Superman. He never was, right? And also, it's not, he's not going to fail just because you want him to, too. I think everybody's going to have to take a step back on basketball right now. Look, I was at the Lenore Ryan exhibition game. I've seen you down there on the floor, Marcus. We all knew we were in trouble. Like, let's not. I know it's an exhibition game, but bro, we got worked by Lenore Ryan. Like Kenny Payne, he doesn't have the dudes he needs. Yeah, he's got some dudes. It's just unfortunate that they're pretty much all wing players and centers. I mean, the team doesn't make any sense. We don't have the guards that we need this year. I mean, but the extremism on both sides has led us to the point where Steve's yelling on the radio, pretty upset on a Wednesday morning because
just too much.
Half the people
it's too early to be that mad, Johnny.
Kenny Payne. What's that, Steve?
I said, Johnny, look, you know me. It's too early to be that angry. Like, why am I that?
It's too early, man. But hey,
the governor just legalized weed. I mean, like, what are we doing on a Wednesday morning screaming?
Right. Man, I think we all played a part with too much hype, too much pressure right off the bat on Kenny Payne. And, I look at things realistically. When I watched Lenore Ryan spank us, I said, all right, here's our starting point over the next 2 to 3 years. I want to see improvement from the Lenore Ryan game on forward. All the rest of the extremism on both sides of that Kenny Payne is Superman, and on the other side, Kenny Payne don't stand a chance. We've got to land in the middle here, guys, and realize that, look, it's going to be a long year, right? So let's see improvement. Let's see what he can do in the off season, and then let's get back to it after that. And let's all realize that it's not going to be, super fast in either direction. Let's just see what happens here, right? And I appreciate y'all letting me go. Thanks.
Appreciate the call. Steve.
Yeah.
It's not weed.
Oh, it's
medical marijuana.
Medical marijuana. Right. Absolutely. That's what it's always been. It is. I actually am kind of in the same vein with Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm okay with that. If you want to say Steve and Marcus got too excited, then okay, that's fine. It's fine. Like,
with the caveat, I'm still just as excited.
Me too. I mean,
yeah, I'm still just excited.
I project out. I mean, and
yeah. Okay, if you tell me it's going to take 7 more months, 6 more months than you thought, to me, that's 5%. I don't care. I'm excited because I think it's going to get there. I think it's going to work. I think he sees the problem. I think nothing makes me feel better than when a coach sees the same problem that we all see.
Yeah.
And they address it as such.
Yeah.
Now, if I hear a coach saying this is the problem, and I think that's the problem as a fan base or me personally, like when we obviously see something's wrong with our defensive line and rushing 3 guys, right? And then we see, oh no, it's something else. This is the problem. It's like, no, coach, rushing 3 guys is the problem. And that's what has us so concerned.
Take that IQ and raise it by 1 million.
Right.
And that's the Louisville basketball fan base.
Right.
Seriously.
Right.
Like, you're coaching. The Louisville basketball fan base is one of the few fan bases that can say, coach, from this view in 115, I'm actually seeing this better than you are. And be right.
Yeah. I'm getting all 22.
Yeah. Can be right sometimes. I heard the guy last night. They're dribbling the ball. And I'm okay with, I'm okay with it first, not fouling. Hey man, I got Hersey up here. I got, they get past half court, like right behind Kenny Banks, like, foul! Foul!
Right.
It's like everybody in the arena was like, Coach, I'm with that guy.
Right.
I'm with that. Foul, for the love of God, and it's like, okay, and we can have that conversation, whatever, but this is a smart fan base, man. So you're a little more under the microscope with that.
Even with that, Steve.
And you put him there, he's first time head coach.
Even with that, Steve. Yeah. I watch it and I agree with him. They were shook. App State was mid choking.
Oh no, I agree.
So yeah, I did enjoy Kenny Payne's explanation. Yeah, I would have liked to maybe get it a couple seconds quicker, but they were shaky with the ball, and we thought we could get a steal.
Oh no, no, I'm just saying, it took about 3 extra seconds when he's just standing there dribbling.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Either do it or don't. Okay. Yeah. But I'm okay with we all saw the same thing.
Oh yeah. Oh no, nobody was saying foul in the backcourt.
They're choking them. Yeah. They're choking up a little bit, but you got to know the minute we don't do that, the very second that we don't do that, we foul.
Yeah.
Hey y'all.
Yeah. That
3 seconds. Next game.
And L was hawking them. You know what I'm saying? Like, for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey Nikki, do we probably need to take a quick one?
Do we? Yeah.
We got a full. Let's try to take.
Let's take
one
some
more.
calls. Let's take some calls. Look, are you gonna get in trouble? Are you gonna get fired if we just go to?
I was gonna say at this point.
Wait, listen, fire away. Who do we got?
Trey,
fire away.
Good morning, fellas.
Good morning, Trey.
Can you hear me?
Yep. Fire away.
Okay, good. I'm in defense of Steve. I mean, the guy asked us to be patient, like his first press conference. I get it, we're 0-3, and the names may not seem appealing, but like 2 out of the 3 we just faced were conference champions last year. And we just got over a coach that quit on us and basically told these guys they sucked every day in practice. They had no confidence. I get it, people are tired of hearing about, be patient, and we got to build ourselves back up before we can worry about beating a team, but it's true. He knows what he's talking about. Last year, these 3 games, we were down 10 in the second half. We ended up losing by 30. That's a fact. I see a night and day difference. Even though we haven't got that W, I think that's all it needs is we need a win to get these boys' confidence back up. And then I think we'll be fine. Obviously, tournament, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about just getting some wins on the board and seeing what these boys can do and just be patient. Because they can hear all this chatter, and so can the coach. Everybody can hear this. We just need to ride with our basketball team because we're all Louisville fans. We're here for the same reason, because we love Louisville. So why not? Why not support them? What's the other alternative?
Yeah, no,
I appreciate the call, Trey.
I appreciate the call, Trey.
Who we got up next? Let's try to clean them out if we can. Nikki, who, you want to take somebody real quick?
Let's go with Mike.
Mike, fire away,
Mike,
man.
And then Wayne.
Mike, fire away.
Marcus, I'm the guy that made you speechless from Venmo a couple weeks ago. So I'm not.
Okay.
You remember that, don't you?
Yep, absolutely.
So I just want to talk about a couple of things here. L, fantastic off the ball guard. Fantastic. Take him off that point. Hersey was a spark plug for this team. You could tell he wanted to be out there. He wanted to fight. He wanted to pump those guys up, and he was being encouraging. He wasn't arguing with his teammates. He was encouraging them, telling them, hey, you missed this. You got that. You missed this. Awesome to see his movement. Huntley Hatfield, when he made that first break and got around his man, you could see it in his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Holy cow. I know exactly what I'm doing. Withers, just a bad game, bad luck. You know, he fouled out, and all of them were technically fouls. Would they be called by every ref in the game? Probably not. But the thing that gets me is the fundamentals.
Mm-hmm.
I used to coach ball, kids that do some of the fundamental things better than some of these guys are doing it. And it's the same guys that were doing those fundamental things last year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they're confused somewhere, and I don't understand. I mean, you can go back and look at video sessions of some of these guys before they came to Louisville, and fundamentally, they were doing things under their high school coaches that they're not doing now. And I think there's a confusion mark somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And whether that confusion is one of the assistant coaches, the way that their part's being taught, or whether they just don't understand Kenny Payne's way, you got to give him time. You got to give him time. But I feel like Steve's my spirit animal this morning.
I think a lot of people feel that way.
Well, a lot of people don't too. I appreciate it.
But the people that don't are the people that aren't true fans. I was there through Marcus's full tenure and even before that. So, you know,
I appreciate it.
I'll let you guys get back to it.
Thanks,
Mike. I appreciate the call. I was going to ask Mike, does he remember
21st of September?
That's funny.
Thanks,
Steve. I was that guy where everybody screamed, "Why did you do that in the beginning?"
I know.
Everybody knows that.
I know.
Why didn't you do that at the beginning?
Yeah.
I was that guy. Because I'm not going to get benched now. We're losing by 12. I can do anything I want. I watched that for 3 games in a row, Steve.
Yeah.
I watched at least 5 guys do something in the last 7 minutes of the game that they haven't even dared to try in the first 34 minutes of the game. Saw it.
Yeah.
3 games in a row. I said, I recognize that. I know what that looks like.
Yeah.
It sucks, but
I know.
Yeah, you got to get out of that. Wayne, fire away, my man.
Good morning, Marcus.
Morning,
Steve,
Wayne.
how you doing?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing good. My question is, how you doing, man? You scared me, man. I was wondering, did you have your morning man? Because I don't want you to blow a gas.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not well. Times I woke straight up at the golf house, come straight here. Here I am. I'm like, I'm not well.
I hear you, man. But I'm always looking and listening, and they lost 3 games by 1 point apiece. And my thought on it is this: I see improvement. I see them doing different things. One more play here and there, we wouldn't be having this conversation. They'd be 3-0. So it's a process. It's gonna take time, and they will get there. But I was listening to some of these clowns fired a man after 3 games. That's ludicrous. And I venture to say, all these people just belly aching like that, they probably never played a ball in their life. But we gonna make it through it, and we gonna be all right. It's just gonna take time. He told you from the beginning what it was gonna be, and I don't know why everybody's tripping. He told you from the jump what it's gonna be, and just let it play out, and we'll be fine. But Marcus and Steve, you know what I think about you guys. Y'all the best, and what we see at the end of the day, guys, go Cards. Thanks, guys.
I love all those calls. Can I make one more plea really quick? We can't. I don't want this show to become, and a few calls.
Name calling.
I don't want the show to become fans aren't fans because of this, fans are fans because of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not do that. I feel everybody's frustration on this.
Yeah. No, like
I said,
name calling.
And listen, maybe I got too mad at the one caller, but I'm sorry that I listened to all the shows. That same caller has called every show, pissing and moaning everything every single time. I think it might have been the one called last night and was like, this whole thing Stephen Marks' fault. Like, okay, like so I'm like, okay, I listen to a lot of sports radio around here, and I'm like, okay, dude, you're calling to argue with me, and fine, but I don't want to do the like fans aren't real fans, like, because again, I get it. There's a lot of people mad right now. I am. I don't want to be 0-3.
I don't want to be 0-3, Steve. But here's the thing.
And again, I'm not saying I represent the majority. Me and you are psychopaths. I'm like every game, I'm just like, but I live my life that way. I don't know. I'm just like, okay, how can this get better?
Yeah. How do I fix this?
Yeah.
I don't care, Nikki. I don't care what went wrong.
We get on Nick. Let's get on Nick.
Like,
sure.
No, but no. When you say live your life, it's like Nikki gets mad, and it's like, no, like, can we fix it? No more time getting mad. No more time frustrated. Let's fix it. Okay, so Steve, 0-3, right? 0-3, you don't like it, right? But in that 0-3, it's one of those things. I was going to ask you a really terrible question because I know the answer, but I wanted you to explore another point of view.
Okay.
I got an in-game opportunity because listen, I was curious about Coach Payne. Like this is I'm being this guy. I don't know if Coach Payne in the clutch. I don't know if he can draw up some plays, whatever.
Ask Drew Diener. I fired him in the first half. I sat with Drew Diener last night, and in the first half, I was like, hey, Drew, look, this ain't gonna work.
Listen, what else is new?
Yeah, guys, like I feel your aggravation. Yeah.
Game 1, right? I'm in a 1-point game, right? I got this coach with no head coaching experience, right? I'm saying, you know what I saw? I saw him draw up a play to Kamari Lands to get the perfect look against Bellarmine to win the game. I saw a head coach say, and he explained it. I went right to my guy. I said, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to draw up. This is what they're going to expect. This is what we're going to do. We're going to get a wide open shot. Okay. My probably one of my best shooters, or one of the guys who Kenny Payne has not lied to us at all, Steve. He has not lied. And he said, I watched him draw up a perfect play to get Kamari Lands a perfect shot. That's his shot. I watched him shoot that shot, Steve, in practice over and over and over again. And I ran back to you and said, bro, Kamari Lands from the corner, man. Oh, man, he's money. He's money, Steve. Other practice. Hey, Steve, I get a chance to see him work out. Kamari Lands, when he gets that rock in the corner, he's money for real, right?
Yeah.
So then I come to the game in Bellarmine, and I watch the game, and I say, this is money. He gets the good. Oh, that's you. I'm watching it live, Steve. Oh, that's you. That's what I saw in practice. That's the game shot. I know you haven't hit a lot, but Coach Payne drew up a play, got you a good look in game 1.
Yeah.
I got your attention now, Kamari. From now on, I have your attention.
You might want to get his attention again. He's got the yips. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
That's my point, Steve.
He expects his shots not to go in.
Yes, I know. But here's the problem. You know what it looks like. I know what it looks like. The fans know what it looks like.
The only difference is he has the yips from outside. VJ had layup yips.
VJ could not finish a layup.
Do you remember the one he did hit? He went up and it rolled. He like it was like VJ. We finished. We got to go to break, dude. Nick's gonna get fired.
939 The Ville.
Hey, Card Nation, let's be honest. The real estate market in Kentucky is booming. And whether you want to buy or sell a home.
This is going to be like an 8-minute break. No, it's all right. I got to get our spots in. And
just call Derek A. Stewart with Dream. Derek is available virtually around the clock to listen, understand, and help you with all your realtor needs. So don't waste another second.
Hit.
We're at 502-314-9868 today.
I'm Doug Ball, owner of Great Ball.
He's gonna come back to the studio.
Over 20 years in service. If you need your Menneson gas logs clean, My wife, Michael, my Electric or Menneson gas log, my son-in-law John and his crew can do the entire job.
I mean, he's not a bad dude, but he just sometimes goes 0 to
Parkway next to Shoe Carnival and across from Sam's Swope. Online at gbafire.com.
Go visit Louisville's ultimate source for everything gooey and delicious. Melt 502, located at the heart of Fern Creek right behind the Moby Dick at 6318 Bardstown Road. Serving the best gourmet melts and sandwiches, handcrafted egg rolls, crispy wings, fried fish, delicious dessert egg rolls, and more. Melt 502.
allowing us to test any lump or bump and get results in 2 hours or less.
Ooh, science.
Open 7 days a week right off the Snyder in the Chamberlain Point Shopping Center.
Okay, that was better.
Told ya, Tisdale Animal Hospital.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold crab, tap, can, or bottled beer, 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
When it's time to throw your L's up. Louisville's got it! Coming to the 50! Coming to the 40! You know exactly where to find us. Down the sideline to the 30, the 40 to the 20, to the 20. One man with a shot, 5, touchdown! Join us Saturday. It's the home finale against the NC State Wolfpack. The Alex White Lawyers coverage of Cardinals football begins at 2 on your home for Louisville football.
Right here on your flagship for Louisville sports. 93.9 The Ville and the ESPN Louisville app.
Tech-savvy professionals delivering equipment, technology, and service for all your office, network, and print communication needs. Look no further.
Just whistle for duplicator sales and service.
High-quality office equipment, print, and IT solutions at fair and trans.
Check. All right. Oh boy, it's gonna be tough getting this in 30, but here we go. Tis the season to drop off a toy at any one of the designated drop-off locations for our less than fortunate children. This message brought to you by Standard Electric Company, located at 1605 South English Station Road in Louisville. They're serving our area with reliability and pride. For information, call 502-253-9885. 502-253-9885. That's Standard Electric Company, reminding everyone to please donate a toy this holiday season.
to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
I'm attorney Darrell Isaacs, the Hammer. If you've been injured by a big truck, our team at Isaacs & Isaacs will fight to get you every dollar you deserve for your medical bills, lost wages, and pain and suffering. Just click and get help quick. Go to WeWin.com. That's WeWin.com.
You can give it to your girl, or share with a squirrel. Buy by the case, or pour it in your face. Hey, it's all drink of tomorrow. LA, a new kind of taste. LA, the soft drink of tomorrow. LA, it's from another place. Crisp, clean, LA.
Yeah, it's that good. Farnell's Pizza. Good taste, happy face, your place, my place. What's gonna make you happy? It's the sign I see on your face. It's that good. Yes, it is, and we deliver it. Oh, oh, oh. Taste is fun. Yes, it is. We guarantee it. Yeah, it's that good. Farnell's Pizza. Yeah, it's that good.
Most people don't put much thought into the value of a reliable water or sewage pump until they have to. Well, I have a team that never stops thinking about it. Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
UPS warehouse workers can earn a living and a degree through our range of education assistance programs, which include up to $25,000 in tuition assistance per lifetime, academic bonuses, and more. And right now, we're hiring at the Louisville Worldport at a rate of up to $21 an hour. Pick your package and shift your life today. Visit upsjobs.com or text LOUKY to 47404 to learn more. That's LOUKY to 47404. Make the shift, make a difference.
At U of L Health Heart Hospital, we're an exciting chapter in the Jewish hospital story. Built on a history of over 40 medical firsts, we're the area's only heart hospital with a focus on comprehensive heart care, where academic research pioneers innovative treatments, and a network of experts offers life-changing care. Here, your heart is in the right place. Visit uoflhealth.org/heart.
After getting a full workout this summer, your air conditioner may be on its last legs. So now it's time for you to save big on a Trane comfort system at DFH. This month, you can get 18 months special financing plus 10-year parts and labor warranty with a complete Trane system. DFH is who we use here at the station. It's hard to stop a Trane, and it's hard to not call DFH Company today at 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions. Subject to credit approval.
Something on your mind? Hit us up on the UPS Jobs text line, 3831 939.
Hey Cards fans, this is Zach with Great Flood Brewing Company, reminding you to come enjoy our beer specials at our Highlands or Middletown locations. Also, if you're interested, please come out and visit our Middletown location to enjoy a new boneless wing special, half pound for $8. Thank you so much for the support during this year, and we hope to see you out there soon rooting on our football team. For more information, visit us at greatfloodbrewing.com.
Follow the leader. Download the ESPN Louisville app today, delivered by UPS Jobs Kentucky.
This is Scott Satterfield, and you're listening to the new home for all U of L athletics, 93.9 The Ville.
sometimes referred to as the Players Club, for that hard to heat, hard to cool room in your home. Again, 968-6222, or look them up online at dfhcompany.com.
Also, it's Wednesday.
Sandwich, I'm in love with you.
He loves it. He loves
lettuce and tomatoes too.
He looks forward to this. I'm gonna let it go.
Who doesn't like sandwiches and songs about them?
Thanks to Jason and his team for bringing about lunch to the ESPN Louisville studios. It's Which Wednesday. Be sure to get carry-out, curbside, or delivery from Hurstbourne or Brownsboro Crossing. Location for lunch, dinner, or your tailgate. Fully staffed and open 7 days a week. Both locations. Order online or the Which app. Which. Superior sandwiches.
Is that what I need to take?
Like that.
Yeah, just wait for the end. Sandwich. Big finish. Here we go. Cody.
Fire away, Cody.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm talking to you at work. I've only got one earbud in, so sorry if communication's weird. You guys talking all, but
priorities.
I'm
It's priorities,
game,
right, man?
I'm like, gosh, if you just clean up some of those second chance points, like we probably win the game by 10. But I'm not a backseat coach. I never have been. But the only thing I would do if I was Kenny, I'd take any guy that's 6'6" and above, put him in a gym, and be like, hey guys, you ever met Shane Bohannon? Cool. Shane, this is the team. Yeah, I'm just going to leave you here with him for about a week. Oh, also, you see his calf muscles? They look like Thanksgiving turkeys with a gear shift in it. So have fun and put him in the doghouse with Shane, something like that. But I'm looking at the game, man. It's like, you don't give up so many offensive rebounds and second chance points. It's like it's just the little things, man. The margin for error on this team is so little. But, yeah, I got to get back to work. I just wanted to chime in real quick. I appreciate you guys.
Wait, so you're not on break or anything? You're just like in the middle of your job?
No, I'm literally putting boxes over washers right now. So,
Well, Cody, congrats on the governor ruling yesterday. So medical marijuana.
We
yeah.
celebrated, man.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Just want to give a big shout out.
Why are you putting Cody's business? Why are you tagging Cody to that?
Cody called in and said he smoked a joint before he called one time.
That was just a singular incident, though. That was a celebration.
You don't singular smoke weed. You smoke it or you don't. Yeah.
Daz, fire away.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing today?
Feeling good.
What's up,
Hey,
man?
Steve, you good? You good, Steve? Now you feel better now?
I honestly don't know.
Blue star.
Yeah.
Okay, but all I'm gonna say is though, words have power. So
yeah,
if we can speak positive to the universe, but we're gonna be all right.
Fair.
We got to speak positivity to the universe. Speak it every day. We're gonna win a game, but it's gonna come sooner rather than later.
Oh, I hated that statement, but you're so right.
I appreciate the compliment.
Oh, it's such a great guys. We're gonna win one. You should have saw. Listen, so yesterday we had family.
Firing coaches during the game don't count, though. By the way, you know that, right?
No. I looked at Drew Diener last night and I was like, "This, I was wrong. This is not gonna work. This is not gonna work." I was like, "Who could we get right now? Would somebody leave?" We go to Maui. We swap with Musselman. We bring Musselman back. We're just
gonna do a trade over there.
Yeah, no, I had a full plan. Yes, in the first half of the game. We
yeah. Look, at some point, I was weighing. Say, how wrong have I been, Ja Morant or Kenny Payne?
Yeah, I'm like, I called Marcus at halftime. If y'all don't believe me, and I'm like, just so you guys know, when you call the post game show and blame Marcus and I, I called Marcus at halftime and I'm like, Nick, I swear, I was like, Marcus, we're gonna have to just crush him tomorrow. I mean, like, I was like, we're gonna look disingenuous if we don't I was like, we're gonna have to go overboard and just absolutely
completely
just
overcompensate.
crush him on the air. Like, because that first half was so bad. I'm like, this is what we got to do. So at halftime, we had family coming in, Charity's cousins, her uncle, an aunt, stuff that were coming in, and we were going over to eat over at the spot. So, and awesome, by the way, so good.
I know.
So I know that's why I hated you went home. I was like, man, you should have came. Come on out.
If I would have went, I would have went.
I know. That's why I was like, because it was late. I was like, oh yeah. But anyway, so we were going there. So I go back over at halftime.
And so people, I actually turned around because Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, they were all coming in, and we were going to used to be Aljays. Now it's the whatever confectionery or whatever
spot.
So we were coming to sit in there, and they were gonna have some drinks and stuff. And I was like, I'm just gonna go on over there and watch, because they have it up on the big screen. Awesome place. So I was like, well, let's go over there and watch. So I'm watching it, man, just the celebration when he hits that shot, man. And there were some fans that had already left that were walking over, and everybody was like, we won a game. Yes. And it was like, I know what Nikki's looking for right now.
You're too late, Nikki.
I sounded, no, listen. The wrestling in me is like, when I said that, I felt like I sounded like Daniel Bryan.
Yep, you were.
I know. Yeah. So it was like, but man, it was such a celebration.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
You know how I know I'm in a pretty good mental space? Buy me about.
Oh man, I'm sorry. Look, that last caller, he said I wasn't done yet. I was gonna say we should start Hersey Miller as a point, have altitude. They can play together.
You know why I know I'm at a good space, Steve? Because I watched the entire game up until the last 52 seconds or so.
That's impressive
for me. That's impressive. So here's the thing: that second half, that last 10 minutes, that really brought me back to basketball.
Yeah,
that brought me back to the process. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like I saw some guys that wanted to win, and I could be equally mad at them. Not even mad at them. I could be equally when you watch Xavier fall and then you watch him get back up, you ever think about when you just like, boy, I'd give anything to be able to fall like that and recover?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like to watch them pick themselves up off the mat, so to speak, and just say, you could tell there was something in them said, like, come on, guys, not today.
Yeah.
Doc.
Not today.
Yeah.
They had a not today feel to them the last, 6-8 minutes. And I'm like, y'all should remember this, because later on, you're gonna remember almost stealing that win. By the way, Nick, you know how that soundbite yet, do you? About from the press conference, from the post game.
Which one?
The KP sound of wanting to earn it.
I think this is the one.
You can't play games and expect to win and have bad practices. Practices give you the confidence to know that you can go out and beat any and everybody you play against. So we shouldn't have 3 bad practices before a game, 2 bad practices before a game, and hope we turn on the light switch. There was nothing in our practices that would have indicated the second half the way we played. Nothing. That has to change.
1 sec. I'm going to splice this.
We have to practice harder, longer. I guess that's what we'll have to do, but I'm hoping that we continue to get better, and there are places where we are getting better. I just needed for them to translate into a W.
I was absolutely not.
We need to have some luck, some success, so that we can build on it. And it's not about me. It's about them. Right. So I feel bad for them, but I also know I want to deserve a win. I want us to go out and fight and get a win, not something good happens on the last play. There's a million plays that happen before that should determine a win and a loss.
That's where we disagree, Coach.
He played that backwards. Your context was reversed on that, Steve.
Coach. No, I would rather we just got lucky 1-2 of the last 3.
That, Steve, that's the exact question I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
Because
I'd much rather be 2-1 and just got lucky.
And here's the thing. that's the exact question I was going to ask you. That also said to me, this is why it makes sense to me. Kamari, I got you. I got you on that shot. I got your attention now. You know, I got your trust. Brandon, I gave UNL the opportunity to get a stop against Wichita instead of doing the foul. You know, it was Brandon and
wait, hang on, what you get? Wright State.
Yeah, I said Wichita.
Yeah, no, I thought maybe I was like, he might be thinking App because
no, Brandon.
Yeah,
Brandon and L. Ellis had an opportunity to get that to close out that game on defense. You know, talking through the switch, whatever. Listen, hey, you two guys, I put that one on you. You know, I put that on you to get a stop.
Yeah.
Hey, I could have told you. Listen, I could have fouled, and it might have gave y'all a crutch, right? And so Steve, I 100% understand why you or a fan or anybody else say, no, I just want to win regardless. You listen, right? But you understand how I can see it. Like,
no, yeah,
like absolutely. I can see the lesson.
Yeah,
I like the lesson.
Right.
You know, I do enjoy because now like in the locker room I can pick with you. You know, I can give you a hard time. Go ahead.
No, and that's fantastic, and that's the way you should believe. But I'm okay with not going to Karpov's biology class all year and just knowing the test over at U of L. And he gave 4 tests, and it was like, okay, if you just pass the test, you're in. Did I know any more about biology at the end? No. Did I have an A? Yes. 2 and 1. I got lucky.
You cheated though, Steve.
I believe what did Jerry Eves said the other day on his show? If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
I don't listen to Jerry Eves.
I do.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for listening, bud. Appreciate you.
Why does Nikki get so sensitive?
How pissed was Dad last night that Kentucky lost?
I know how pissed was your girl.
Make it rain! Make it rain! When you're in pain, attorney Phil Rich makes it rain.
All kidding aside, this will keep us on schedule. So, yeah.
An University of Louisville graduate knows how to fight for you. Whether you were injured in an accident or hurt on the job, Phil Rich specializes in personal injury, auto accidents, and workers' comp claims. Don't settle for less. Go with someone from this city. Remember, when you're in pain, Phil Rich makes it rain.
He makes it rain! It's raining! He's from Portland!
This is an advertisement.
Yeah, can you stop crying so much? You keep me up. I said, can you stop crying so much afterwards? You keep me up.
4 Pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 Pegs. If you're just looking for some cold craft, tap, can, or bottled beer, 4 Pegs. And the best part about 4 Pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
The real estate market has shifted with interest rates rising. So having the right real estate agent is paramount to a successful transaction. So call Josh Jarbo.
Josh is a licensed realtor and the broker owner of Remax Alliance. He wants to make your home buying and selling process as efficient as possible by offering a guaranteed sale program and instant offers on commercial listings. And if that wasn't enough, up to a $5,000 seller's credit by mentioning you heard it right here. And if you're looking for financing, Josh can cover that too. His new mortgage brokerage, Motto Mortgage A to Z, has licensed loan originators that can take care of all your financing needs. So don't wait any longer. Contact Josh Jarbo at 502-216-7590 or Josh Jarbo at remax.net.
Each office is independently owned and operated. NMLS number 2256125.
UPS warehouse workers can earn a living and a degree through our range of education assistance programs, which include up to $25,000 in tuition assistance per lifetime, academic bonuses, and more. And right now, we're hiring at the Louisville Worldport at a rate of up to $21 an hour. Pick your package and shift your life today. Visit upsjobs.com or text LOUKY to 47404 to learn more. That's LOUKY to 47404. Make the shift, make a difference.
Most people don't put much thought into the value of a reliable water or sewage pump until they have to. Well, I have a team that never stops thinking about it. Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
Hey, Kentuckiana, Coach Dan McDonald here. In my 16 years of living in this community, I've had the great pleasure of being associated with some amazing teams. And I wanted to take a moment to talk about the wonderful team at Fitness Market. When my wife and I were upgrading our home fitness room, we knew there was only one place to go, Fitness Market. Fitness Market has been serving the Louisville community for over 10 years, and their service company, Treadmill Medic, has been in Louisville for over 20 years. When Julie and I walked into their store, we were treated like family, and that is exactly what Fitness Market is, a local family business. The Whiters and their team truly care about their customers, and they want them to succeed in their personal fitness goals. The team at Fitness Market has helped us create an amazing workout room in our home, and we couldn't be happier with our purchase. So when you are ready to add to your home gym, do what Julie and I did. Go see the winning team at Fitness Market.
So visit Fitness Market, 2 locations, Westport Road, just inside the Snyder or Plantside Drive and Watterson Trail, or online at thefitnessmarket.com.
With all the new people moving here recently, we thought it'd be a good idea to explain Genesis Diamonds. If you've lived here a while, you know all this, so bear with us. Genesis Diamonds is not an ordinary jewelry store. It was started decades ago by a major diamond wholesaler based in Tel Aviv. He was the diamond supplier for hundreds of upscale jewelry stores. Then he decided to start selling direct to the public at prices that undercut traditional jewelers in a big way. This no middleman approach caught on fast and disrupted the traditional jewelry business model forever. Today, Genesis Diamonds continues that extraordinary value promise. With the highest quality diamonds, the lowest prices, the strongest guarantees, exceptional service, and a mind-blowing selection of fine diamonds and exclusive designer jewelry. So if you just moved here from New York or California or wherever, we invite you to discover the secret the locals are well aware of. Genesis Diamonds and luxury pre-owned Rolexes. Just another great reason you made the move to this extraordinary place we're proud to call home. Shelbyville Road Plaza.
If you want the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits, go to Liquor Barn. Or better yet, have Liquor Barn bring it to you. Download the Liquor Barn app, visit liquorbarn.com, or call your local Liquor Barn store to schedule your pickup or delivery to get what you need to stock the bar. If it's your birthday month, make sure to visit liquorbarn.com for the Pappy Birthday promotion, where you might win an opportunity to purchase a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle. Liquor Barn can help you bring the celebration to your cookout, tailgate, or game watch party. Liquor Barn, where Kentuckians go to celebrate life.
Hey, do you have someone in the sports world that you think deserves a shout out for their accomplishment? Then email the brag line and we'll brag on them for you. Just email us a brief description to brag@espnlouisville.com, and at 9:30 on Friday, we will read some of them off. The brag line is brought to you by the Gomez Insurance Agency. Get a quote from them today. That's Gomez with an S insuranceragency.com. And don't forget to email us your brag at brag@espnlouisville.com.
Hey, Cards fans, do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com, and be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
This is Brian Brown, and you listen to the new home for all of U of L athletics, 93.9 The Ville.
Nick flipped a couple tables, slammed a couple doors, and now we're back.
I'm in a glass box of emotion.
And now we're back.
So he's a little pumped up in there.
Sorry, I'm talking to my mom, and
Okay, yeah, I was
the only person on the planet I'm more scared of than like anything is my mom. So when mom calls, you take the phone call.
No, I'm with you. Do your thing, man.
Yeah, Mama V she's like stone cold.
Glad to know she doesn't respect the show.
No,
no, we love Mama. We love Mama V. I've already taken to that. I can't do Mama V.
Listen, let me take a second to give a special shout out, a special thanks to Kentuckiana Pump Sales. Every home building business or municipality relies on the movements the pumps provide. Listen, we're talking sump, utility, effluent, grinder, sewage, and it's right over in Jeffersonville, Indiana. Mark and Harold waiting on your call to service all your pump needs. 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana. Or you can give them a call, 812-725-9217. Oh, man. Let me get back to the phone lines really quick. Doc, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
So, listen to what Coach Payne tells us. He says he wants to see confidence and he wants to see paint touches. And it evidently takes confidence in one's own ability and your teammates' ability to create both paint touches with success. And it looked like in the second half yesterday, at least there was some confidence that somebody could make an entry pass to Brandon and Brandon could do something with it. We haven't seen confidence in passes getting into Sid when he's there. There have been turnovers on the passes and not success there. Kamari, doesn't seem to have confidence that he can make a drive into the paint and do something with it. So he's comfortable passing the ball around the perimeter. Mike seems like he's confident being able to drive baseline, but when he's up at the wing or free throw line extended, he'd rather reverse the ball instead of driving into the paint. When those guys get the confidence that they can do it successfully and see things happen, that's the confidence that Coach Payne is talking about. Confidence that you can do it, and in fact, when you can do it, it will work for the team.
Right. Oh, Doc. Okay. I appreciate the call.
Appreciate it, man.
Who do I have up next? JL, fire away, my man.
Marcus.
What's going on?
What up?
Now, y'all know we family now.
This is true.
Now, Steve, I haven't had the privilege of meeting you yet, but that time will come. This is actually T. Farley's older brother.
Yep. I know who it is. Oh, yeah.
Let's go ahead and take a page out of Nicky V's father's book here. Now, it's okay to have expectations for your team now. You hope for the best. But after the shellacking for 5 years we've taken like Amistad, shouldn't we be happy that we've, been able to breathe for a little bit?
No, not anymore.
Let the cake bake on this. Let the cake bake is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
We got NC State coming up that we should, the way this defense is playing, and goodness gracious, that freshman Lincoln's playing like his daddy. Goodness gracious. On top of that, we got Kentucky. Nothing more. There'll be nothing greater than to go on to Kroger Field and give them a shellacking as well. It's due. It's time. We'll get it together. People want to sit there and say Kenny Payne didn't win those games. Well, the proof is in the pudding. The man was a hell of a recruiter and still is. Didn't we just sign a 4-star guard?
It's not good enough.
That's all I got to say, y'all.
Appreciate the call.
Appreciate it.
We'll take one more. Kendra, fire away.
Hey, I had 2 points I might want to make. First of all, I just want to follow up on the, let the cake bake thing. I do agree with that. And I think, there's nothing wrong with constructive criticism of any, players, coaches, what have you. Kenny Payne's the first-year head coach. He's got to grow with his team. It's a process. And people, I guess we live in a day and age where nobody wants the process to play out. I also, you get on, it's very difficult to get online and you want all these 4- and 5-star recruits, but you get on social media and you see this fan base showing their complete rear ends. It's like, okay, you want to fire Kenny Payne? What coach is going to want to come here when you see this going on? What 5-star wants to come here and see the fan base just saying so much negativity, and it's not, like I said, constructive criticism is fine, but some of this stuff that you see, it's rooted in something other than the passion of your team or constructive criticism. There's anger, vitriol behind it, coming from wherever, I don't know, but it's some of it's coming from a different place, and I don't know if some of these people are fake fans or bots on the internet trying to spew things one way or the other. I don't know, but it's just a bad look to get on there and have to see the profound negativity. Like I said, constructive criticism I'm cool with, but some of that other stuff, it's beyond constructive criticism. Lastly, I'm glad that you played that clip about the practice segment, because I don't know if you remember, but it was very interesting when Mac, after that last game, I forget what game it was now, but he kept saying, he said that he didn't know, they practiced well, but he didn't know what he was going to get during the game.
Right.
And it never made sense to me that how can they practice well and they get to the game and they look like they can't even dribble a ball. But Coach Kenny Payne, respectfully, said that, he was surprised by the second half, not the first half, based on practicing. So that lets you know, like you said, he's a truth teller, and he's saying it without saying it. They don't practice well. And the fact that they were able to muster up that second half shocked him, because what he sees during the practice is not what he got in the second half. You know what I mean? So
right.
And it's the same players. So I'm trying to make the connection as to I can't figure it out. Maybe you as a former team or athlete or whatever can help me make sense of it. But everybody's talking about their confidence and stuff. And I'm like, how low does your confidence have to be? Like, I don't know. I just can't make sense of how a team of D1 scholarship athletes can be that low on confidence when you've got your facilities, you've got TV, all that you have, more than what you had when you came through the program, Marcus, and your confidence be that low. And Coach Payne knows what he's working with. He can't say it, but it's not, I don't think it's worse than what he can say is what I think it is. And, he's, so maybe if you go sit in on the practice or two, like, aren't you invited every week, Marcus? Can you go?
Yeah, he is. Okay.
Thank you.
Listen, I appreciate the call. Listen, I can make sense of a lot of things. Nikki, do you have the clip that I asked for when asked about Devin Ree and Fabio Basili?
They're good kids.
Pause it. For people who, because everybody, we all said, I want to see Fabio Basili. I want to see Devin Ree. I want to see the more guys. That's another Louisville thing too.
Oh yeah.
We want to see everybody all the time.
I love my dudes on the bench. Yeah.
So go ahead, play that, Nikki.
They're good kids. I'm waiting on Fabio. I'm waiting on Devin Ree. I need them to help us win, but I'm not going to give it to them. They will earn it. I thought Hersey was very good, and just so that I'll give this to everyone. If Hersey Miller is solid for us, that's a big win. If he's under control and just playing solid, he's a good defender. He can take the ball out of L's hands, and we can mix it up some and make L what he naturally is, a scorer. That helps us. So I'm happy with the way he played. I'm proud of him. He's making strides in his game. He's getting better. There's more in there, and we got to dig it out. There's more production in there that he can give us. We will dig it out.
God, Nikki, you're Steve.
Think you do good?
When you heard that little right, caught your attention. Right? I'm like, Nikki, that was
do
cute.
your job.
That was cute, Nikki.
I combined all the backcourt stuff.
You know what he did? That little he cut out exactly what I wanted people to hear. You want to know what Kenny Payne said?
Yes.
I'm going to tell you.
I can find it. That was the end of the.
Yes,
No,
I guessed right.
Steve.
I love playing this game. Are we yelling at Nick, or are we happy with
Steve?
Nick? Good Nick or bad Nick?
This is what I told Nikki to get. I said, Kenny Payne's asked. I said this to him. Kenny Payne is asked about Devin Ree and Fabio Basili. And he answered, too honest. He said, I need them to earn it all the way.
Yeah.
Listen, tutors on time. He said tutors on time, massage therapy, treatments on time, class, all that stuff around, right? We know him to be honest. I don't listen. He didn't just pick those things out of random air. Young freshmen don't want to get treatment.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to go get their, they don't want to get massages.
Yeah.
You don't want to get treatment. You're late to tutor. These are little things. But hey, you're in a college program now. You have to behave like you're in a college program. If I let y'all, especially my freshmen, if I let you guys cut corners right now, just like that. If I let you cut corners like that, it's gonna bleed over into my culture. Yeah. Fabio, Devin Reed, whoever else like that we want to see play, because he said, I need y'all to help me win.
Yeah.
I need you, but I'm not gonna let you listen. Again, Kenny Payne did not just randomly pick those things out of the air saying, I need them to do everything on and off the court.
Make me believe that you want it by your practice habits, by what you're doing every single day. We need somebody to come help us get a win. And the little things matter, whether it's being on time to tutors, whether it's being on time to class, whether it's going to get treatment, whether it's massage therapy, whatever it is, be on time. When you come to practice to fight, not to not fight. And I'll reward you when you do that.
As honest as you could humanly be.
Yeah.
It's one of those five. He basically.
It's too honest. I'm like, because they're either not going to class, not showing up to tutors. Late. They're going late. Not showing up late. No, I'm doing this. This is
extremism.
They've either decided they're not going to go to school and they told their teachers to shove it. They beat up the tutor
because you would play them anyway. You say, "Hey, coach, listen. I don't care that he was late.
Can they hoop?" I'm the anti-Coach Carter. Like, we're gonna get our grades right. I'm like, student athletes, but athletes comes last. It's the most important thing.
Students.
You put student athlete.
Okay.
Athlete come last because it's the most important thing. You don't put the main event on first, do you? I just come up with some stupid reasoning like that.
You would get fired so
Student
fast.
Is the undercard.
Somebody
would
record you, Steve.
Yeah.
One of these kids who don't like their playing time.
Oh yeah.
Will record Coach Steve, and he
but the fans would revolt because we would be tearing some
look, Steve. I got 2 hands, 2 pads.
Yeah.
Not.
I bet I'd be 3-0.
Yeah. Listen. That's your answer about why you haven't seen them.
I know.
Okay? Like, can we put that? Now, it's I can do pro list, I can do con list, right?
Yes.
Macro, you can say it's still about playing hard for extended possessions. We can do grades.
Mm-hmm.
We can.
And we will. Right now, the reason we haven't started that is, I mean, the team.
Yeah,
we have to find a team identity.
You don't. Yeah, you don't even know what to expect out of anybody to set their grading bars. Listen, I'm particularly gonna be harsh on Jalen Withers. Count on it.
Yeah.
Y'all know that. I know that. It's all good. Brandon Huntley Hatfield. His mom's gonna kill me. Actually, it's funny. Brandon's mom is going to see my baby mama today.
Yeah.
At the shop. Right.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell my baby, what's she say about the game?
Yeah. What's she saying?
Right.
What the coach is telling her.
What's going on? But actually, I'm gonna tell her some things that she needs to tell Brandon's mom.
Check this out. Okay, hear me out. So, like, you can call Miss Reeves today, and you can
Reggie,
like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, right? You know what I'm saying? Give me
That's funny.
Or you go to practice and find out for yourself
Yeah.
We're still laughing now, aren't we?
Yeah, everyone's having a good time.
You having a good time? I'm having a great time.
I'm having a great time, Marcus.
Who we got on the line?
Reggie.
1-3.
The guy called Drew this morning. He was so pissed that he was like, "All right, bye. Go cards."
That's funny.
I feel you, man.
Reggie, fire away.
Good morning, fellas, man. Good afternoon.
Good morning. Good morning.
Dina don't want to let me on the show. He don't want to let me on the show. I'm just so sick of all these KP haters, man. Like, I had to log off Twitter, because it's driving me crazy, man. Like, this man's in his first year. Not even his first year. He's only been here a couple months. And we already expect him to go to the national championship.
No, they're not. No, they're not. No, that's not true. They're not expecting national championships. They're not expecting a perfect product. You're just getting. You're doing what I was doing, Reggie. You're chasing.
No, baby, no.
You chasing some sticks off the porch way too far, way too fast.
Baby. They expect him to come here and win right off the bat.
Well, I did expect to be 3-0 though.
With a team that won 13 games last year. Like, I just don't get it. Like, give the man time to get his own players in here, and then we can judge. Like I said, the first season is always a wash to me. It was a wash for Chris Mack. I want to see what you're going to do when you get your own players in here and how you're going to react. So, man, I'm always on the pain train. Hope he turns it around. And, man, let's go to the upset Monday, y'all. I still have faith in my cards, man. We 0-3, and I still have faith.
Right. Look, Reggie, listen, I appreciate the call. Here's the thing.
Go in the Maui.
Here's the thing, y'all. The reason I know what I'm talking about with this is because
Maui ballers.
Steve and myself were saying, like, why are y'all talking like this about Rick? Like, who y'all gonna get that's better than Rick?
I did have somebody write me like last night on Twitter, and they're like, "Coach matters. Rick would have his team 3-0." I'm like, yes. Yes, I agree.
We were screaming, but here's the problem. We were screaming that, right? And
I still can't believe y'all let them just walk.
I know. And like that's what I'm saying. So I've been here, and you know what they said? Oh, Marcus, you want to keep Rick because you're getting free tickets or something. That's the only reason you like Rick. The only reason you like Mac is you're getting free tickets. Shut up. We do that with every coach. So you being so positive about everything.
Yeah, I'm just overly positive about Louisville. I don't know. I guess it's the rivalry. I mean, speaking of the rivalry, by the way, wasn't it fun to watch Cal piss down his leg in a game again last night? Did we all enjoy that? That was fun, right?
It was.
Come on now.
That was a dinnerment.
That was fun.
that was fun. It was a light Andy's dinnerment.
It was fun to watch Tom Izzo just expose him like a child. I mean, that was fun. We did enjoy that, right? Am I right?
Everybody see.
I know.
Larry, thanks for joining 93.9. What's on your mind?
Thanks for taking my call. Comment on each three games, please. The first game, Bellarmine, you kind of bragged earlier how he had drew up a play that day to use, but I would have preferred a play they've run 10,000 times as opposed to one they'd run 10 times to win the game. And he may have had that shot, but a different angle and everything else. So the fact they came up with that day with no practicing much, I don't know. Second game,
he actually said he practiced that earlier.
Well, to be fair, the play that he drew up, I think, was the Mike James 3. That I think you messed that up.
No, in the first game, the Kamari lands in the corner,
but he said
Bellarmine.
That wasn't the play he drew up that day.
Okay,
the play he drew up that day was the one to Mike James.
Okay,
the 3. But yeah, but no, but yes,
going,
Larry,
I may be wrong, but I'm not making $7 million. Second game, my grandsons aren't a head coach. They're screaming, "Use your 2 fouls! Use your 2 fouls!" Third game last night, the guy in the background, you can hear him screaming, "Foul! Foul!" We could have used an extra second if we'd have fouled earlier on that last play. So I think it's coaching 101 is what makes me most upset, and I feel sorry for the players, but I'm hanging in there and go Cards.
Appreciate it, Larry.
Appreciate the call.
I mean, I do think. I mean, look, this fan base is too smart. Like, I'm sorry. Like, and if that's his philosophy, it's his philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
But that type of call doesn't bother me at all. I'm like, smart fan base, and they know how to win basketball.
Yeah,
games.
to me, that's a 4th and 1 type call though. That's a
Yeah, but
if it works, it's a great call. If it doesn't,
but we're a top 6 program.
Yeah, that's
so. It's like I'm okay with.
I mean,
that.
I'm just gonna disagree with you. Like,
sure.
And fourth and
I don't disagree with him on all 3 of them.
Listen, 4th and 3s, 4th and 3s to me. Yeah, I think you should be able to get that. 4th and 3 is the equivalent to I don't need a foul. Go get the 4th. Go get 3 yards. We don't get it. Coach shouldn't have went for it. Go get it. Except when you got Dak and
unless you don't have a play call.
Yeah, I feel like he had a play call.
And actually last night, I think I'm more on the team of I would have fouled against Wright State. Last night didn't bother me as bad because I'm almost like, I know it sounds silly, but I'm almost like this team probably needed less time. Don't think as much. Just play. And I'm like, 20 seconds would have just resulted in probably 3 or 4 passes around the baseline.
Do you think people thought at the end of the game, you think they thought they were going to get this one? The belief, the fan belief.
Yeah. I do.
Once they cut it.
When he missed that free throw, I was like, we're going to win. I told Terry, I said, we're going to win this game. Because L gets into like psychotic mode. You see it in his face. He just like, he gets his inner Preston Knowles, and it's like, all right, I'm ready. But I thought we would. But my whole point is, I'm okay. Like, I think Larry's call is fair. Like, whether you agree or not.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. I don't have a problem with you feeling like we shouldn't have went for that or we should have did that, but I can also, from my point of view, I say no. Listen, if we're in the tournament, if we're in ACC play, yes, I agree with you. Foul, trap, get the ball out that guy's hands. First game, Kamari, I want to see what you made of early. I want to see what you guys are made of. Can y'all get a stop? This is how I want to start developing my team. Don't expect me to strategize y'all out of games.
Yeah.
Go get a stop. That's my expectations. I don't want to fool. I don't, it's like, hey, I understand when he says, okay, we're going to throw a 1-3-1 at somebody on a possession or 2.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to, trick people into doing it. So that, like I said, that's just kind of my big picture
and
coach philosophy.
I know like we really, none of us want to necessarily hear this, but I mean, last night alone, and this is why I can't totally quit on the team, is it's like Clemson beat Upstate by 10. Colgate blew out Syracuse. Wake Forest beat Utah Valley by 3.
A buzzer beater.
Yeah. It's like, it's not, if you can keep trying to get better. And I don't know that they got better. I don't think they necessarily got better last night. I think they may have held serve with how they, but I just can't.
See, I think they got better. I think App State was a much better opponent than what we've seen in our first 2 opponents.
Maine beat Boston College on Monday. Troy beat Florida State. Like,
yeah,
it's not a great conference this year.
Listen,
it's not.
It's the same like the football. Like when you saw it early, everybody had one idea. I mean, hell, it's like Kentucky was top 10. What
was Kentucky? 4th, and they lost to an unranked team last night.
Oh, that's basketball. I was making an example of football.
Oh yeah, they lost in football too. That's what I'm saying. Like
the landscape changed.
Kentucky losing as much as Louisville is right now. They're just doing it on a different level. Like they try to act like y'all losing as much as we are. All right?
No need to panic.
It's like, bro. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
you was looking like I was like, man.
Yeah, I liked it. But yeah, like I said, big picture. I'm learning something about my team with pretty much every game. Listen, Brandon got better. Brandon got better at demanding the ball. I saw a light. Listen, you know what I saw in Sydney? He didn't play good, but I saw he looked like the team needed him. Like he looked like his facial expression, like, I understand that y'all need me. kind of, you know.
I like what Brandon did. Yeah.
I think coach is going to help him get some better looks. You know.
Well, I think they're trying to get L. I mean, I think they're doing a good job. I mean, you can tell they're trying to insert her. That they're still, Marcus.
You better leave Zan alone, Steve. You better leave Zan Payne alone, Steve. I'm telling you, look, Fabio, for Steve's sanity, you better listen. If you got massage therapy, Fabio, you better be there early.
I'm gonna leave that one alone right now. But
Devin Reed,
I'll just say there's an anonymous player on the team. When they run to the scoreboard, I'm like, go, God.
Devin Reed, whatever you're doing.
No, God, no. Please, no. No.
Leave him alone, Steve. You go ahead, play us out.
I told Diener last night, I said, watch this. I was like,
you've already turned him into, I can't wait for him to mess up so I can be right on this one. Oh, goodness gracious. Steve.
Like, why you gotta be the coach's kid? Why can't, because I yes, and yes, for those asking, yes, I am pulling punches on that one. Like,